Hello friends, welcome to Joy of Life. Today once again we are going to solve a Leetcode problem, problem number 127, word ladder, which is a hard problem, which is really a tricky problem. So let's look at the problem first. So a transformation sequence from begin word to end word using a dictionary word list is a sequence of words such that the first word in the sequence is begin word, the last word in the sequence is the end word. Only one letter is different between each adjacent pair of words in the sequence. Every word in the sequence, every word in the sequence is in word list. So given two words, begin word and end word, and a dictionary word list, return the number of words in the shortest transformation sequence from begin word to end word, or zero if no such sequence exists. So basically, we'll be given with a begin word and the end word. And we are also given with a word list that contains a list of words. So from begin word, we have to reach the end word, and at a time we can change only one character. So if I have hit, I can change either the H or I or T, not more than one character to be changed at the same time. So let's take this example and see how it goes. So you are given a begin word and end word. So I'll just write down over here. So I'll just say B word, which is begin word, which says hit. And I have my E word, which is my end word, which is cog. And we are given a list of words. So I have a dictionary, which I'll call a dict. And there I have hot dot dog. No, sorry, hot dot dog, hot dot dog, lot log cog, lot log cog. So if I have to change from hit, what I can do is I can change one character at a time. So the only possibility over here is hot. From hot, I can go to either lot or mm, dot, right? So let's say we go to, let's see their answer first. So they have given hit hot dot dog cog. Hit hot dot dog and then cog. So you can see that every time so hit to hot only one character has changed, and that word is present in our dictionary. From hot to dot, again only H has changed to D and dot is present in the dictionary. From dot to dog, DO remains fixed and T has changed to D and the word dog is present in the dictionary. And similarly from dog to cog, OG remains fixed where D changed from sorry, D has been changed to C and the word cog is also in the dictionary. So we will see the solution, but this is going to be a very tricky solution. So I want you to focus and before you look at the solution, I would highly recommend that if you try it yourself, you can pause the video here, just think about the solution which could work out, and if you get a solution, it could be better than mine. Do share your thoughts in the video. So I will tell you my approach over here. So these are the words that I am interested in. So what we are going to do is we are going to create a data structure which would help us in order to come up with the solution. So what I am trying to do with this data structure is to create a lookup. So what kind of lookup I am thinking over here is, so let's go slowly about this problem. So let's say we have this first word from the dictionary hot. So from which word can I come to hot? So the one option could be star OT. It's my first option. So any character followed by OT could lead me to hot, or it could be H star T. It could be my second option. And my third option could be HO star. So there could be only three options that can lead me to this hot. So if it is a four letter, sorry, four letter word, then there would be four options and so on. So what I'll basically do is I will create a mapping over here which will guide me throughout the process in when where to go. So I would create those lookup. So first option is star OT. So basically I am creating a map over here. So you can call it a map of string. String would be my these words and where it can take me. It could be a list of words, right? Where it can take me to. So star OT can take me to hot. H star T can take me to hot. And HO star can take me to hot. So we'll break down each one of them. So now coming to dot. So again, star OT can take me to dot. D star T can take me to dot. And DO star can take me to dot. So you can see here that star OT is already there. So star OT can take me to hot as well as it can take me to dot. Wherein D star T is not in the list, so I am going to create an option D star T and map it to dot. Similarly, DO star is also not in this list, so I am going to create this mapping as well. So I am done with dot. Next comes dog. So star OG can take me to dog, D star G can take me to dog, and DO star can take me to dog. So star OG is not here. So I'm going to put star OG and map it to dog. D star G is also not there, which can also take me to dog. And DO star, which happens to be here, DO star can take me to dot as well as it can take me to dog. Right? So we are done with dog. Next is lot. So star OT is my first option. L star T is my second option. And LO star is my third option. So star OT is already there and it is taking me to dot and hot. And I am going to add lot to it. L star T is not here, so I am going to put L star T here, which will take me to lot. And the LO star is also not here, so I'm going to add LO star, which is also taking me to lot. Now my next option is next element in the list is log. So again, star OG can take me to log, L star G can take me to log, and LO star can take me to log. So star OG is already taking me to dog, so I'll put log here as well. L star G is not here, so I'm going to put L star G, which can take me to log. And LO star is already taking me to lot, and I'm going to add log. So we are done with log. The last one, we'll create cog. So star OG again, C star G, and CO star. So star OG will also take me to cog. And let's say C star G is not in this list. So I'm going to put C star G, which is taking me to cog. And CO star is not there. So CO star is also taking me to cog. Right? So this data structure, the map, let's say a hash map, which will help me in doing a lookup at the constant time, will be used in order to solve this problem. So what do we need in order to solve this problem? So let me create some space. Okay. So my begin word is, so let me put it here also, is hit, and which is not in the list that we have. So let me just select this and get this by the side so that we have the simplicity of looking at it whenever we want. So let me just put it by the side. Is there a way I can drag it? Okay, so I have got this portion over here so that it becomes easier for us to um, look at it while we solve this problem. So we are going to look at the solution now, and then we'll write the pseudocode, and then we'll be moving on to the actual code. So what will happen is I will first create a queue. Okay, so this will hold all the elements that I need. Uh, so to start with, when I have when the queue is empty, when I start, so I will just say I have the begin word inside it, and as and when we go down the problem, we are going to add more and more elements that we need. And as you can see, there are a lot of duplicates like lot, dot, everything is a duplicate, everything has a duplicate because we mapped it 3 times, right? If you see hot, we have mapped it for star OT, H star T, HO star. So also we need a set which will be initially empty and which is going to track down already processed elements. Already processed, okay, which is initially empty, and I'll have a level which is set to 0, and I am going to loop till queue is empty. So this is going to be the termination condition of my loop, and what we are basically going to do inside is, so I'll just keep it here. Okay, I'll make some space by zooming out. So what we are going to do over here is to first increment our level. So the first thing that we are going to do is increment our level. So the level now comes to 1, right? We are initially at 0, and we have only one item in the queue at the moment, which is hit, and already process list is 0. Level was initialized to 0. And we are going to loop until the queue is empty. The queue is not empty at the moment, it has one item, and so we are going to increment our level by 1. Okay, and then we get get all items from queue. Okay, so we are going to get whatever is present in the queue because those all item belongs to this level. So for now, what we see, what is there inside is hit, right? So once I start processing it, so once I do a poll, hit is going to go out of the queue. Okay, so let me put here. And then we are going to loop this list and get item from the list one by word. And let's say we are storing them in C word or something like that, current word, C word, and the word is hit. So first thing we are going to so the first thing would be to see the word that I got is not already processed. So the first would be to check word is not already processed. So if this is true, then we are going to ignore that word because we have already processed it. We might get duplicates, so there's no point of checking it again. Next thing is to, if it is not there on that list, then we are going to add it to already processed so that in future we get this word, we are going to ignore it. So we got the word hit, which is not in that list. So that is fine. There is nothing to ignore. Add it to the list. Now we are going to add hit to our list, right? Let me zoom out a little more. Yeah. So next thing is what we have done is we have just checked that it's already being processed or not. So this is the important check. So if our C word is equals to our E word, so just keep in mind this E word is the word that we are looking for, the end word. In that case, we can just say that we got our answer, return the level, right? If not, so in our case, C word is standing to hit over here, and E word is at cog, so it's not true. So what we are going to do is we are going to see where all we can go from hit. So get all options, get all possible options from C word. Okay, so let me use a different color so that it becomes easier for you to understand. So our current word is hit. So where all we can go from hit? We can go to star IT, H star T, and HI star, right? This is all the places that we can go. So from star IT, there is no such option as star IT over here. H star T, wherein the second one is there, and we get a list called hot. We can go to hot. That's what the mapping says. HI star is again not there. So we get only one option, hot. So what we are going to do with this option is add all the options to the queue. So what are our options we got? The options that we got was hot. So there is no more elements in this loop. So this was another loop that was starting, right? I should have indented this. So what I'll do is uh, let me just put them a little indented. Yeah. Okay. So hot is the word, and now coming to the next part. So what we got from this list is not hit was we are done with hit. So this time we got hot, and we started iterating this list. So the first option that we got is hot, and also we have incremented the level. So this loop was executed, right? So hot, is it already there in our already processed? No, add it. So we're going to add it. So let's put hot here. If C word is equal to the E word, C word is hot, E word is cog, so it's not. So I'm going to see what are my possibilities from hot. So from hot, what happens is we can go to star OT, HO star, and H star T, right? So from star OT, we can go to hot dot and lot. So we can go to hot dot and lot. And from HO star, we can go to hot. And from H star T, we can go to hot. So if we remove the duplicates, we can go to hot dot and lot. So we can go to hot dot and lot. Okay, so hot was already consumed, so the queue was empty, and now we add all the options to the queue. So we add all the options hot, dot, and lot to the queue. Hot, dot, and lot. Okay, so now coming back, the loop goes to the top again. So this loop, so there is nothing to consume. We have already consumed the hot. So this gets incremented 3. The queue is not empty, of course. So this we are done with. So we get hot, dot, and lot. So again, the word that we get is hot, and we see that it's already present here. So we're going to ignore it. So the next word that we get is a dot, right? So dot is not there in the list. So we are going to, so hot is consumed, dot is consumed. So we're going to add dot here. And we are going to see from dot what are the possibilities for us. So again, the possibilities are star OT, DO star, and D star T. So with this, star OT will again give me hot, dot, and lot. When I look up in this map, so I get a list hot, dot, and lot. Then I do a lookup with DO star. So DO star is here, which gives me dot and dog. It gives me dot and dog. And we do a lookup with D star T. D star T will give me only dot. So these are our uh, entire list. So what I'm going to do over here is to remove the duplicates. So we have hot, dot, dot is twice. So hot, dot, lot, and dog. Hot, dot, lot, and dog. So we are going to put hot, dot, lot, and dog. So we are going to put hot, dot, lot, and dog. Okay. So we have added all the options. So hot was done, dot was done. So dot gets removed. And the third thing we got is a lot. So first thing we do is we check. So we are in this loop. Remember, we are iterating this loop. So we got lot. So we check that lot is not already in the process list. So we add lot here, right? And we see that lot is equals to cog or not. It's not. So with lot, what are our options? Our options are star OT, LO star, and L star O. So let me take this a little down. I'm having space crunch. I'll pause the video and just readjust and then we'll come back. Yeah, I have managed to create some space. So again with star OT, we got the same things back, hot, dot, and lot. This time we have LO star. LO star will give me lot. LO star will give me lot. And L star O. So L star O, where is L star O? This is L star O will give me log. So again, hot dot lot, so lot is out. So we have hot dot lot and log. Hot dot lot and log. Log. So we add all those to the queue. Hot dot lot and log. And we are done with lot. So lot is also done over here. Now what happens? There is no more items here to consume. So the queue will go back to this loop. In this loop, we first increment the level to 4 and we take out everything that belongs to this level. So we got a bunch of items. So we got hot dot lot dog, hot, dot, lot, sorry, lot and lot. So I put the log on the top. So we start with hot. It is there, so I'm ignoring. Dot is there, I'm ignoring. Lot is there, ignoring. So the next word that I get of interest is dog. So once I strike it off here, I should strike it off here as well. So I got the word dog. That is of interest to us. So dog is not there in this list, so I'm going to add dog over here. And I'm going to explore my dog option. So the dog can give me OG, DO star, and D star G. Okay. So with star OG, with the star OG, I can get dog, log, and cog. So I can get dot, sorry, star OG, dog, log, and cog, sorry, dog, cog, and log. And with DO star, I get dot and dog. I can get dot and dog. And D star G will give me dog. So this is my list, and if I remove the duplicates, I have cog, log, dot, dog. So I'm going to add them all to the list. So I'm going to add cog, log, dot, and dog to the list. So I'm done with, so here we are done with dog. So I'm going to remove dog here as well. So next is hot, which is in already processed list. So I remove from both. I get dot, dot is already here. So I remove them both. I have log. Log is another option that is not done. So I am going to process log. Log would give me star OG, LO star, and L star G. Sorry, L star G. Okay. So with star OG, I can get dog, log, cog. So let's put it here. Dog, log, and cog. And then the second option is LO star. LO star can give me lot. And the third option is L star G. L star G can give me log. So after removing the duplicates, I have dog, log, cog, and lot. So I add them all to this list, to the back of the queue. So I add dog, log, cog, and lot to my queue. So this is my queue still going on. Okay, so I was processing the word log, so I should be adding it here as well. Okay, so log is done. So log is removed. Then I have lot. Lot is already in the process list, so it gets removed from here as well as here. Right? So I'm done with this list. So what happens? I come here again. So the queue is empty? No. And I should increment it to 5. So this time the list that I got is, I'll just use over here due to short of space. And let me clear this off as well. I think you have got most of the parts that was mentioned here. So I'll not remove everything. I'll just remove this part of the list. Okay, so we are at level 5. And the first word that I get is log. So this is my queue. So my first word is log. So I remove log from here, and I see that log is already there in the process list. The next word I get is this is log, sorry, it's cog. So when I get cog, I see that it's not in the process list, so I add cog. Okay, so once I add cog, then I check, is my C word, is my end word, and yes, it is. This is what we are looking for, cog. So what we do, we return the level. So level is at 5. We return this. So this 5 becomes my answer. So this is how we slowly transform this into into a lookup table with all the inputs, and then slowly we build up our solution based on it. So as you can see that we have already added a lot of duplicates item in the queue. So a good optimization could be we can check in the already processed set and then add. It would save us a lot of duplicates element from being added. So there are a lot of improvement areas you can see over here, but the main intention for me is to give you the solution, how we can reach the solution. So we are going to quickly look at how this will look at in the code. And also, if you take an example like one they have mentioned over there, so if the word does not exist, so what will happen is eventually your queue will run dry. And outside all the loops, what you can do is you can just put a return 0. So if nothing has been matched, it will return 0. So at one point what will happen is there will be no more item that you can consume, because everything will be eventually added to your already processed list. So that will push your queue to a state wherein it will have no elements. It will never allow you to cross this boundary. So no, so you will be stopped here at all the time. This will work as a barrier for you, and it will not allow you to add any more words to the queue. So what will happen eventually is your queue will become empty, and you will be forced to quit this loop. So this loop will kick you out, and you will fall to the outside wherein you will just return the 0. So we'll quickly look at this in the code, how it will all shape up. So first thing that we talked about is creating a map. So I am not going to write a very optimized code. I am just going to pass on the idea that I think I have successfully did. So I am just going to I'm going to create that lookup map. So I am going to call it lookup, and let's say it's a hash map of string and list of string. And now what we are going to do, we are going to iterate the list that we got for string word in word list. And what we are going to do is we'll start getting strings one by one. So we will start getting these strings that we have seen, right? These elements one by one, we'll start getting them. And what I am going to do is I am going to, from hot, I am going to create our star OT and store the mapping, H star T and store the mapping, and so on. So what I am going to do is basically I am going to create a new word. So this thing that we are creating over here, I am going to call them new word and word. And how this will how we can form this word. So basically what we need to do is we have to iterate over the entire length of the string in order to create those words. So I'll say word dot length, and we're going to increment I. Okay, so now I'm going to create the new word over here, And what this new word is going to look like is I am going to do a word dot substring, and I am going to take from 0 index to I, and then I am going to put a star, and then I am going to start from the I'm going to do a substring starting from the next location, and I will take tilde word dot length. Sorry. So what will happen over here is, so first time it will be from 0 to 0. So this will be empty. So what will happen? So let me take this line and explain you how this will go. So let me put in the comment over here, and I'll just remove it. So initially it will be like word dot substring of 0 comma 0, which will return me an empty string. So this will return me an empty string. So I am going to append the empty string with a star, and then I am going to append from the first character onwards. So if my word is say hot, so what will come over is OT, right? Next time, so on the second iteration of the loop, what will happen is this will be replaced with 1. So what I'll be getting over here is H, right? This star is fixed, and at the end what will happen is, so let me put this over here. Okay, no, that's fine. What will happen at this over here is I plus 1. I plus 1 will, so this is for I equals to 0, and this is for I equals to 1. So what will happen over here is we'll be taking from the second character onwards. So I is 1, so I'll be taking from 2 onwards, 2 to the end. So if my word is hot and I am taking from 2 onwards, what I am left with is a T, right? So H is the 0th index, O is the first index, T is the second index. So I am taking from I plus 1 to the length. So I plus 1 is 2, which means this till the end means from 2 I am just taking a single character over here, right? So it will give me T. And similarly, when I becomes 2, what will happen over here? So let me just copy paste this and change it. What will happen is this will become 0 to 2. So what 0 to 2 means? Means both inclusive. So it will become HO. I am going to take the first two characters, 0 and 1 will be here. Two characters starting from 0th index, HO, and then it will be a star. And at the end, what is going to happen? I am going to do a substring from I plus 1, that is 3 to word dot length, 3 to 3, right? So the index starts at 3, ends at 3. So we get nothing. So this will give me star OT, H star T, and HO star. So this loop will iterate 3 times, and each time it's going to produce this new word. So what I'm going to do with this new word? So I am going to create a list if the list doesn't already exist. So let me just break this. So I am going to get all the children, and what I'm going to do, I am going to look at this lookup table, and I am going to do a get, okay, and I am going to do a get of this new word that I have just generated, okay, and it is going to give me a list of string, but there might be a chance that this new word does not even exist in the map yet, right? Because initially the map is empty. So we are going to do a get or default. So in case n word is not there, it is going to return me a new array list of string. So if the n word is already there, it will return me that existing list. If not, it's going to return me an empty list. And what I'm going to do is that I am going to add into this children, I am going to add, and I am going to add the actual word. So, and what I'm going to do is I am going to put this word back to the lookup dot add, sorry, dot put. What I'm going to put it against, I am going to put it against an n word, and I am going to put the children, right? So what I am doing over here, if there is a list, I am getting that list, I am getting the list and adding this new word over here. So if you see over here, so first time we got a star OT. So there was no list at that time. So let's consider this example. So when we had hot, our map is empty. So we have generated star OT, and I have asked the map to give me the list. The list is not there, it gave me an empty list, right? And what I did, I put hot in that and put it against star OT. So this mapping was established. So later when we say when we get a new word, say lot, and I get this same thing again. So I am going to ask the map, give me what you have for star OT. It's going to give me a hot, a list containing hot. And I am adding a new word to that list, that is star OT remains the same, and I am going to change this map. So I am going to put lot along with it. So that is what we are doing over here, right? I hope you got the idea. So now as we talked, so I'm going to create a set of string and store the already processed elements. So initially it's going to be empty, and we are going to soon add more and more elements to it. So let me put string over here. Okay. And we are going to have a queue. In this queue, we are going to store all the string, and let's call it queue for simplicity. And it's a, let's say it's a linked list. Sorry. And just as I mentioned that initially what I am going to do is I am going to add in this queue the begin word. So we are going to add this queue so that the queue doesn't remain empty. And we are going to have a level set to 0. And as we have discussed earlier, that we are going to process until the queue is empty. So this becomes our termination condition. So initially also it will not be empty, it will have the begin word. So first what I'm going to do before we add more and more items at every level, I am going to get the size so that we know that this many elements is for a particular level, and then we are going to increment the level as we have talked through already, right? So what is the purpose of this size? So basically what I am going to do is I am going to iterate only. So I know if there are more elements also, only these many elements belong to this particular level. And as we talked, we are going to have the C word out of it every time. So I am going to do a poll. And first thing first, so we'll check that already processed contains the C word. Then we know that this has already been processed, and what we'll do is we'll continue this loop. We don't need to process it any further. If not, we are going to add it to already processed. We are going to add this C word here, and then we are going to process this. So first thing we need to check if C word dot equals that was our end word. If we are met with this condition, that means we have got our answer and we could successfully return the level. Okay, so what if it doesn't, and we know what to be done. So we have the word, so we are going to use the same logic again. Okay, so sorry, it will be c word dot length, and we are going to say j plus plus, and we are going to find out our search word. So search word again, as you see, as you saw over here, that from the main C word we are doing the same transformation that we have done earlier in order to create this mapping. We are doing the same thing. So basically we are doing the same thing that we have done at the top. So what we can do is we can just copy this and just change this to C word. So let me break this line. So now what we'll do is we'll add all that we have found from our lookup. So get our default, and what we are going to do is we are going to use the search word. So search word will again from star OT, H star T, HO star, words like this. We are going to do a search, and if we see that there is nothing, so we'll just return a empty list so that nothing is added back to the queue. And at the end, if we break out of the queue, as we have spoken about it earlier also, we are going to say that we have not found anything inside the, we could not find the lookup. So we have just have a one typo over here. So it will be add. Okay, so let's do a submit and see how it goes. So let's see how it comes. Something is wrong. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, copy pasting error. We have copied from the above, but we have not changed the variable name. So it would be J. I think, yeah, that is what is causing the problem. Yeah, so you can see that it has been accepted. The solution looks fine and we got the intended result. So let's submit it and see for a bigger test cases how it performs. Yeah, so it has been accepted with 45 millisecond, which is faster than 81.07% of the submission. We have some memory usage, you can see, because we have been adding duplicates element without checking the it has already been processed or not. So there are a lot of optimization areas that you can leverage. But yeah, overall, this was the idea behind this problem. This is how you can solve this problem. Hope you liked my approach. Do let me know your thoughts. Do share and subscribe. It will motivate me to create more videos. Thanks once again for watching it. Have a great day. Thank you.